Well, Leamington takes the turf here this afternoon for their 4th consecutive home game in 11 days, and following a 1-1 draw with Brackley in midweek, today presents an opportunity for the Breaks to go unbeaten in 8 games for the first time since February 2017 in their Southern Premier League promotion year. Leamington have quickly become the overachievers of the season throughout November. With 3 wins and 4 draws, they find themselves on the periphery of the playoffs in a league that, due to the backlog of the COVID-affected fixtures, is impossible to predict with each match day. Well, Gateshead, they're yet another side that travelled to Harbury Lane with their sights fully set on promotion back to the National League. Having played the same amount of games as their hosts, Gateshead are only 3 points better off than the Breaks under the stewardship of ex-Newcastle man Mike Williamson. Well, Sam Osborne is the man in gold and black who cannot keep off the score sheet for the Breaks at the moment. Netting his 7th of the season in midweek, he's continuing to impress since his move from Notts County and is getting a lot of attention from up and down the football pyramid. This is an interesting corner tactic from Gateshead. There's a cluster of bodies gathered on the left side of the penalty area. It's short towards Preston. This is a training ground corner we're sitting here. Preston across the face of goal. What a save from Jake Weaver. Brilliant sprawling left hand to claw the ball away. Jack Hunter just wanting it on his right foot, scrambling the penalty area. The loose ball broke for the number 8 and he just got anything he could on it towards goal. You see here Preston driving down the right flank. Leamington couldn't clear their lines. It's deflected effort, making it even harder for Weaver, but he still got across and made that big save with his left hand.
Wow, that's a confidence builder early doors for the goalkeeper, isn't it? What a save. Really well worked. Training ground set piece from Gateshead, drilled across, looked for all the money like it might be turned in, but fantastic save from Weaver.
I think as a right footer, it would be the in-swinger that would suit him. Or will he try to catch out Mail at his near post? What will Osborne do? What does he have in mind? Up he steps, it is into the penalty area, it's begging to be headed home. It's May with the header towards goal, but it's high and wide and not on target. Too easy is the shout from Paul Holleran, and you can see why. Gateshead are really enjoying themselves now and wanting to exploit that right flank.
I think against the likes of Danny Waldron down that side, they're just starting to have a little bit more joy.
Flicked in towards the penalty area. Away by Lane. Hunter once again. And Waldron will look to slam clear. It's more up than out though by Danny Waldron. Smith to turn away from trouble. He's only turned into a cluster of claret and blue shirts. Ollie. Smith across the face of goal. Did it take a touch on the way through? It did. Weaver forced into the save as it was looked to be arrowing towards that far post.
I think Weaver just got the faintest of touches on to make sure that it was directed round the post, and Gateshead have their 3rd corner of the game.
Gateshead really have their tails up. Leamington really under the cosh in these past 4 minutes or so. It is an opportunity for Leamington to try and plant themselves in Gateshead's half for the first time in this game. Martin launches up towards the edge of the penalty area. Edwards is rising across the 18-yard box, but again it's cleared up by Preston and they can look to break down the right flank. Here's Cook, infield to Garner. He's got Preston as the man out wide. Can't quite find him, but he's being fortuitous with the deflection. Through the centre is Ollie. Ollie trying from distance. Again, the Gateshead captain finds the bottom corner this time. It's Gateshead who take the lead. They break the deadlock that they've been threatening to break all through this first half. They've been knocking on the door for 27 minutes, and the goal eventually comes from a break from a Leamington set piece. Holleran will be disappointed, but Ollie had 2 stabs at the apple and made no mistake on the second attempt and find the bottom corner.
Yeah, well, I think it was originally Jed Garner who tried to play a ball through, which ricocheted off Simeon May and fell fortuitously to him again, and then Leamington were in trouble. There was an overload on and Gateshead sprung. Even though his first shot was blocked by, I think, Martin, his composure was there for the second effort to be able to slot into the bottom left-hand corner past Weaver, and I think for the first, where are we, half an hour, it's no more than Gateshead deserve.
So then Leamington find themselves behind at home. Shifted from left to right for 28 minutes by Gateshead, and finally the away side have something to show for it. Preston this time finding a way in down the left flank. Garner really well touched into space and the shot was tame in the end. Weaver getting down really well to his right hand side, but Garner doing really well to find some space for himself. Here's Smith applying the option from left back. Ollie searching for the return ball. Leamington can't clear their lines and Gateshead will continue to press on. Looking really comfortable here, the away side now, as Cooper brings it up from centre-back. Here's Cook. Garner. Cook once again. Onto his left foot. Preston picks up the loose ball. It's a fantastic save by Jake Weaver to keep the score at 1. Well, the Leamington players were occupied with appealing for the free kick. Preston thought, well, if you're not going to get the ball, I will. Picked it up. Searched first time for that bottom right-hand corner, and Jake Weaver had to produce a fantastic save down to his right-hand side at full stretch to turn the ball behind for a corner kick.
The Leamington players weren't happy. They're still not happy. Jack Edwards is still sort of saying, well, you've given one on Lance Smith for sort of half of that 30 seconds ago. Why is that not a free kick? But the referee unmoved.
Smith looks to get away down the left flank. Smith on his left foot. Good save from the goalkeeper. Had to be made with his legs. Smith has just... well, he's twisted something and he looks to be in some real discomfort just as he was switching direction. Looks to get his studs caught in the turf, and that looks to be very bad for Lance Smith. Final 3 or so minutes of the half.
Nicholson's so instrumental at the back for Gateshead, isn't he? Every time he gets on the ball, he's demanding of Smith, he's demanding of Preston to get down that wing and find some space, and that's exactly what they've done now.
Here's Smith infield towards Preston. He's got the loose ball in the penalty area, looked to find that bottom corner and almost found the right side of the post. Weaver was, well, he was stationary, he was beaten. Greenfield is trading passes with Cook. Here's Greenfield. Again, Cook's continued his run. Garner driving infield. Fancied himself, and Weaver again having to produce the save over his own crossbar. Caught into action once again. Jake Weaver is really keeping his side in it. Another good save from Garner. Just wriggled away and made some space for himself after good interplay from Gateshead in their midfield. He fancied his 4th of the season and almost found that top corner, albeit for a great save from Weaver.
Wow, it's just the interplay, isn't it, between Garner, between Ollie, between Cook. And it's fantastic the way they work the ball, and like you say, another really good save from Weaver. Solid hand to tip it over the bar.
As Junior English is sent to warm up in front of us to join the fellow substitutes near the corner flag. It's in towards Cook, who lays it off for Preston to hit one. Brilliant save from Weaver, and on top of the roof of the net, but Weaver really keeping his side in it. They have their goalkeeper to thank, and the scoreline remains at 1. Brilliant save from Weaver, plenty of power from Preston, and again it's brilliant link-up play from Gateshead again. Cook with just the awareness to lay it back to Preston, who hit that with so much venom. Weaver, unbelievable reactions to stick a right hand out and parry it onto his crossbar.
Wow, of all the praise we've given Jake Weaver so far today for saves he's made, I think that one is the best of the bunch. It was hit with real ferocity, and what a save.
In comes the resulting corner. Weaver there again. Preston helps it back, and again Weaver is in the way for Leamington. Well, he's certainly earning his stripes this afternoon, isn't he, Jake Weaver? Morley standing his ground well against Greenfield. Clark is put under pressure by 2 claret and blue shirts. A newfound tempo to the game now. Smith looks to get away down the left flank. He's done really well to beat the centre-back to that in front of the corner flag. Anderson, who's really injected some optimism into the Leamington side, just gives the ball away to Garner. Sloppy from Cayman Anderson. Garner now infield to Preston. Leamington look a bit stretched. Cook, first time ball inviting. Ollie forward. Weaver's come an awful long way. Ollie round the goalkeeper, back across the 6-yard box, but can only find Jack Lane. And Gateshead with a glorious opportunity to make it 2, but no one gambling on the cutback from their captain. Cooper. The game now heating up to save us from the drop in the autumn temperature. Simeon May taking the ball off of Garner, who just died on it. Now Osborne able to stretch his legs for the first time in this second half. Gold shirts arriving in the centre if he can pick his head up. Osborne drifting infield. He's got Edwards to aim for. Instead, it's a sloppy ball, a tame ball, straight in towards the midriff of Mail. Another waste opportunity for Leamington. Griffiths dinks in towards the edge of the penalty area. Dealt with by Lane. Now Edwards will look to get Leamington back on the front foot. Martin. is Lance Smith. Osborne now. This is menacing from Leamington. Osborne on his right foot, still driving now. Osborne this way and that. Just muscled off of it by Smith. Martin clips in towards the penalty area, dealt with by Cooper and slammed clear by the number 9, Jordan Cook. Anderson looking to capitalise on the ball into the penalty area, but Mail was aware. Well, he hasn't been called to action.
On his toes there, wasn't he, Mail? Because Cayman Anderson looked for all the money, like he might be on the end of that header from Joe Clark, but really good anticipation from the Gateshead keeper.
Osborne bundled over right on the edge of the penalty area. Paul Holleran is begging for a penalty. Holleran is begging for a penalty. The referee has pointed for the free kick initially. I'm not sure if he'll converse with his linesman on that far side.
I think he's going to. I think he's happy that it was a free kick, but it was a gamble from Osborne, and it was definitely a good yard outside the area, and his momentum just took him in. But, well, we've said it before, there'd be a chance, and this is that chance now.
One final opportunity for Leamington. It's do or die now from this set piece.
I think Osborne might fancy this, and how many times over the last few weeks has he been the man? And this is an opportunity for Leamington to really smash and grab a point from this game.
One final chance for the hosts. Can Osborne pull out the bag once again? Up he steps. It's done, and it's there for Leamington! They've snatched it at the death once again! Never say die at Harbury Lane. Can you believe it? Leamington 1, Gateshead 1. Comprehensive for 90 minutes the away side. Undone a 90+4. Leamington have pulled out the bag again. Osborne with his box of tricks. I'm not sure who got the final touch, but Paul Hodder and his management team won't care. They've snatched a point at the death once again. The smash and grab experts have pulled out the bag again, Shaun.
Well, for all Gateshead's fantastic defending in this game, it's such a sloppy challenge, a silly challenge to give away a free kick there so late in this game. And well, Sam Osborne off the crossbar. I think Mayo may have got a touch, but it fell down on the line and it was scrambled in. And Leamington, like they did against Fylde, like they did against Atherton, seem to have snatched something from this game.
Gateshead might come again though. Is there one final sting in this tail? Played out wide to the left-hand side. Attempted crosses, charged down. Here's Smith, surely the last kick of the game now. Last play of the match for Gateshead. Morley will sweep upfield, and Leamington have pulled out the bag once again. The comeback kings pull it once again. Can you believe it? I can't believe what I've seen at Harbury Lane over the past month. This is unbelievable. Last gasp drama once again here at the community stadium. We're spoiled for drama once again. The comeback kings have pulled out the bag. Leamington salvage a point. They've risen from the dead. They've snatched a point against Gateshead. It's finished here at the community stadium. Leamington 1, Gateshead 1. Leamington's unbeaten streak stretches to 8.
So Paul, another exciting finish here today. Leamington gone away with a point. You happy with that one?
Well, you'd have to be, wouldn't you? I mean, I could probably talk about us being a little bit off it or one or two individual performances, but I think it was like a masterclass from them first half. It was similar to Fylde, really. You know, they've got a way they play, a system. Their rotation is so well drilled, and as much as you put a defensive block up and you try and to sort of combat it, and we're trying to say to our players, can we play round them or maybe over them? But I think they've really got into a swing now. Like they're looking now like they were at the back end of the season that was cut short. But I mean, and for us, you know, we need to be really bang at it to compete with a team like Gates. It's as simple as that. And we weren't first half, and they were very good. And if it wasn't for an individual performance from Jake Weaver, the game would have been dead and buried. Second half was better. I just felt like second half we had to take gambles. We had gambles in our press. We were at times you'd look at the back four and the screening midfield players just sitting off deep and not going and closing. And we just got people to be a bit braver, to get closer. And you could see that the game turning a little bit, not in such that we were dominating, just the fact that, you know, it was a bit more even. There's still a massive threat on the break, obviously, but at least we made a fight of it. And listen, and as we know from this league, it's massively important that if you're second best for most of the day, which we were, you've got to try and stay in the game. And whether it was Jake Weaver's performance or Carl Morrison's performance at the back, we stayed in the game. And then you throw a little bit of caution to the wind. They get a little bit deeper. We know with Cayman coming off the bench, or with Ozzy going down the middle, with Junior coming on, Taylor Allen, we just freshened it up a little. We put Junior on a higher line. You know, there's always a chance, and then, you know, we've done well for the set play, and it's in a game like today, it was probably the only way, if I'm being honest, it was probably the only way we were going to pierce them, was probably from a dead ball situation. And listen, it's a bit of magic at the end, and then you've got Junior who anticipates, and he's strong, and he's reacted before anyone. He's held people off, and it's in the back of the net. And listen, you know, they'll be obviously bitterly disappointed, similar to Fyle. But listen, as I said at the end of the Fyle game, you know, for the way we bounced back second half, and we were braver, and for the run of game we've had, you know, for, you know, a part-time football club like us, you know, we've done really. We showed a lot of character again today, and you know, and you can only take your hat off to the players.
It's now 8 games unbeaten. That must build on the confidence, and going into next game, you must feel real confident for it.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. And you know, there've been all kinds of games. As you know, Tuesday night here, I thought we had a lot of the ball and played really well, and were allowed to, you know, Fylde and today have been pretty similar, and we've just really dug in and rolled our sleeves up, and in this league, you've got to be able to do a bit of everything, really. And at the moment we are, and like you say, yeah, the players are, of course they are. You know, you string this kind of a run together in this division gives everybody confidence, especially the teams we're playing. So no, massively, and listen, it's you know, really delighted with them. And I think, you know, again, I'll touch on Weaver again. I look at Carl Morrison again at the back, a lad from Step 3, and you know, and the lads coming off the bench today have, you know, that they want to get involved. You know, Jack and Lancer blew up a little bit. They're both carrying little knocks, you know, and everyone's contributing, and it's and that's the only way we're going to get through it. And no, great, and it's really did well today.
You talk about knocks just there. It's quite good that we don't have a game on Tuesday now. You have a bit of a break to rest the lads.
We know, yeah, it's worked well for us, to be honest. It's really worked well. You know, even though, say, sometimes you got Jack on the pitch there, but he's struggling to train and whatever, and you know, it's good for them players. But I think we've also, you know, it's great that we can trust players coming off the bench. And listen, if you look at the goal today, Taylor Adams involved at the early part of it, Cayman's involved in it, you know, Junior's got it. So listen, it's good, it's great, and you know, like you say, it's a good change rooms have been at the moment.